Why? Mrs. Viola, I don't know why is there so much stuff still happening? They changed the zoning on us. Well, why are you coming over and continuing the battle? There's no battle.
We haven't even we're not battling, and we haven't even, you don't even know who he is, do you?
No.
We've never said a thing about
I don't understand why. They're filming, I see them, they're looking at everything and they're filming it. I mean, can you just leave well enough alone? You already changed the zoning.
We're getting ready to go.
Can I ask you, you know?
No, I don't want to talk to you.
In the 30s or whatever the exact date was, African Americans just couldn't buy. You couldn't buy any property in the town of Southold.
Southold.
In the town of Southold, and then they decided that they sold. Mr. McBride sold the land to to Reverend Green, and then he sold it to members of his congregation and whatnot, and that's how the community was formed. Then they had the hurricane of 38, and that's when they started with the landfill, and they put the landfill right in the back of the African American community. This was a whole big town of Southold. Why did they decide all of a sudden that this would be the ideal spot to put a landfill? You know, people were not fighting back. They were afraid to fight back. They could not come up against government and fight back at that time and whatnot.
Way back when they were developing the different zones, the residential areas that were more affluent and middle-class residential areas were privileged in zoning. They were the ones that were segregated from industry. The poorer neighborhoods were not. They were just mixed in with the industrial uses.
In 1989, they had changed the zoning without notifying the residents in the area.
Sister Cross lives back there, so being why she was a neighbor, they had to send her a letter because they were changing the variance, and that's how we found out that the pool place was coming in.
An applicant proposed to build a garage on one of those empty parcels up there. And the garage was going to house materials for swimming pool maintenance. Some of the chemicals and all of that. And they said, hey, we don't want a big old garage right in the middle of our neighborhood. And when everybody realized that, hey, there could be one of these things up here, people got kind of excited.
We started working to advocate on behalf of because Viola had come to the Anti-Bias Task Force and said, you know, this is a really horrible thing happening.
It seems to me we went to a tremendous number of meetings.
A lot of meetings.
The zoning board meetings. And then we went to meet every one of the board members and suggest other options. And that was, I think, thanks to Mike, because I think you're the one who pointed out there are other options that would be better. And every person said no.
The town board was really intractable at the time. We decided that we had to form a group and incorporate and hire an attorney, because we were just not getting anywhere, and we were not getting their attention. And we thought that if we had a lawsuit, initiated a lawsuit, then they would take us seriously and start to realize that we weren't going to go away.
Yeah, we started out with just one person on our side, and that was Supervisor Horton.
I brought it to the town board's attention, and I said, we have to take action. We have to rezone this property, to restore its residential zoning, and restore its residential integrity.